Hey, how you doing? How you feeling? What's going on? It's the pod time. It's the time for the podcast. Welcome back. It's episode How
You're
We
done.
Doing?
You're-
Shut
you're-
up. How we doing? What's for
It's
dinner?
okay.
We're back with another episode here. It's How We Doing, episode 109.
109.
It's a nice early one. It's a good time for us, fellas. How we feeling today?
Yeah, I'm totally erect.
All right, that's a good way to start.
That adds a different element to this
We're
podcast.
doing a podcast
but-
before 6 o'clock. This is a
Oh.
beautiful thing.
Yeah, and now we're
We're all looking
we're
good.
rolling right into it.
Yeah,
We're
rolling right
feeling
into
good.
it. You know, why'd you have to make me look so, like a freaking weirdo?
You
Now some of
said
the now some of the viewers are like, okay, that brother's a weirdo.
I thought you
Yeah,
meant to
why are
say
you erect
I'm
with your
eject.
brothers?
Well, it's
Eject.
early, and
Eject.
I love you guys, and
doesn't-
I'm not going to answer the rest
That
of that
doesn't make
conversation.
The
I'm
more
just not
you
going
follow up, you're making it weird.
Yeah,
Just let it be. Let it be.
No, it's okay.
Did you see what they do?
I'm not. I'm not weird. All right, sorry.
No,
You know who
you're
says
We're
that?
done. The ones that are weird. All right. Well,
Hate to say it. Welcome back. Thanks
Well,
for
if I
tuning
say
in.
I am weird, then am I not weird? Because I am weird.
this is done. This is a done conversation.
I don't know how that
This is
works,
dead.
but
It's dead.
we'll get
It's
into
died.
something like that
all right.
Sure.
later on in
You
this
don't need to do
episode.
another intro. I did it
No,
already.
I'm not. I just wanted to thank the people for tuning
Cool.
in. If you're new here, I'm Chris. This is Nick. That's James.
What up?
I'm Nick.
And yeah, we're Trish Gurus brothers from some
Rank you.
islands in New York. Figure it out.
Yep. Yep.
Don't look at me like that.
And yeah, it's
I'm from Rankin.
And yeah, we're gonna get going here. We're gonna talk about some that's pressing, that's hot off the stove, that's hot off the press. And if you don't like it, take a walk.
come on back, join the How We Doing podcast. Skip ahead, please don't leave.
I don't care if you leave.
Alrighty then.
Just enjoy the show. We got one for you.
Yeah, we're like one truth, two lies.
One is
Two,
that
two,
where-
two,
Two
two
truth,
lies,
one. We're two lies,
truth.
one truth.
what's that?
That's
from?
that's what we are.
See,
We're one truth, one lie.
brain power together, we figure shit out.
Yeah.
It's good.
Nobody knows what we mean right now at all.
It was
Brain
great,
power together, we figure shit. I'm talking like a ape from Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Oh my god.
Apes.
Together. What do they say? What do they say? Ape, no hurt, ape. Ape, no harm, ape.
I don't
know
know
why
why
I'm
I'm
laughing
laughing
so
so hard
Human,
right now.
no harm human.
no kill ape. Ape no kill ape.
That might be.
Could
it.
you say it with more expression?
No.
All right.
You, Chris.
I can't. I don't have I didn't have my monkey juice this morning. That's usually what does it.
Monkey juice.
Yeah, I mean like
I used to call the animals monkey juice. Remember that?
yeah, that's what I mean.
That's just the best.
Yeah.
The best.
That was the best. What else was the best? There he is, Caesar the goat. Ape not kill ape.
No, that's.
Yeah, he looks like a demonic
Oh
creature.
yeah, right. That's
What's his name? Bobo.
no, it's not Bobo.
Bobo, hobo,
Kobu.
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 No, it's Koba.
Koba.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a piece. Of
Yeah, he looks like an asshole. That's an asshole
Yeah,
for
He
you.
an
looks like
asshole,
more human though with his eyes. You could see like.
Well, it is a human playing an ape, so
Yeah, you're right.
That would make all the sense, I
But
guess.
there's also humans
Wow,
playing the other
we're getting
apes,
somewhere.
and they don't look a lot like a human. You know
well,
what I'm
maybe
saying?
they do that intentionally.
What's that?
'cause
What's
it's
that
a
one
movie.
with the red hair? Has like two big,
The wise
like
one.
testicles on each
Oh,
side
yeah.
of
That's,
its
that's
head.
an orangutan, actually.
That's an
I
orangutan.
think
The
What would
orangutan
you-
family.
What would you
Thank
do
God
if
they're
you
not
saw a
sensitive.
monkey running down?
ape. It's an ape.
Sorry, if you saw an ape riding down your
Get it
block
right.
with a machine gun,
I'm running like I would if I saw a human, but more scared.
could you imagine?
There he is. What's his
Yeah.
name? Oh, that's just an orangutan. They all look alike.
Orangutan.
No, they look the same. No, I take that back.
I think
If
they're the
I
smartest,
if
though.
an ape was running down the street,
Go tackle that motherfucker.
first off, I'd be like, okay, I'm smarter than this bastard. Let me just hide. All right, he's gonna eventually run out of bullets.
Flank him.
When he does, that's
gonna
it.
run out of bullets?
Get him. He's gonna run out of bullets. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
then he'll
shoots
just
you?
use it. Yeah, he's
Just
he's
shooting
gonna
it
have
off.
a
Oh, you
machine
said
gun.
you had
On a
machine
horse,
gun.
something.
Oh,
He's,
shit.
like, running down.
Right, yeah.
They don't really have aim.
It's a crazy
It's not like the
concept.
movies.
Yeah, that's true. They probably don't have the best aim.
Throw a rock at his head. Do like little
The
King
thing is, he
David.
still
on
has
him.
his strength to rip you apart, so it's kind of like.
That's true. Just gotta make
could-
sure he stays 10 feet radius
He
whole
could do
time.
what he wants to you, but the hiding aspect of it, I think you got a shot there. I think if
Yeah.
you just like get into like a little nook and cranny behind like a overgrown bush.
That might
It's a
work.
good skill to
Overgrown
have,
bush.
being good at hide and seek. Because like
It
when
is.
you do have to hide one of these days.
Were you a
You
good?
better find a
were you a
good
good
spot.
hide and seek guy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would just jump in
I
a
was
tree.
Small.
I
used
don't
to
remember
get-
you being a good hide and seek guy.
I'm still
You
waiting
remember?
to be found.
From that game from that hide and seek game I had
They've been looking
18
for you
years
for
ago.
18 years.
Yeah.
They still haven't found me.
Because I used to like go in like the smallest spots that you would think no one would get. That's where I would like try to hide. Like I'm gonna go where no one would think you would hide.
Well, that's that's always the goal, but
Mm-hmm.
few achieve it.
Yeah, I was good at hide.
I
and
used
seek.
to like hiding in like those like wells. You
Oh,
know,
like
like
outside, you're
of
saying?
like a basement window. You know how there's like I
You would
forget-
hide in the well.
Yeah, I'd get up in there, like crawl in
You
there.
tuck it
If
on
there
in.
was like something to put something over me,
Oh, yeah, you need something to.
like
yeah.
outside over there. You know
Wow,
what I
you
mean?
must have- you
I know
must
what you
have-
mean.
You must
I know
have
what
been
you
a
mean. I
different
don't remember
size
you
then,
hiding.
boy, because I don't know how the.
That's pro level, yeah.
That's
that was a long
pro
time
level
ago.
for sure.
But
I don't remember you hiding there.
well,
One time, me
because you
and,
never damn found me.
one time,
That
one time
was the
me
one
and Breeze,
spot.
we hid in a spot, and you guys never found us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Does Breeze know about this spot?
Oh
or you
yeah, I
making
could
it
call
up?
him right now.
Yeah, listen, hide and go seek though. It's really, and we spoke about this on the podcast before. Manhunt. That's the game.
Oh yeah.
If you're still allowed to say it like that, but yeah.
Well, we used to play hiding. We would call it hide and go seek tag, because manhunt you need enough people for a team. So if we didn't have enough
True,
people
true.
for teams, it would just be like, someone's it, and then you would have to,
Yeah, it was not fun.
you never want it to be it.
Nobody ever wants to be it.
Because wasn't it like if you don't get someone, you got to be it again?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
the
you'll
worst.
be it.
Right.
It's like
until
Marco Polo.
It's done.
This is the worst
done.
thing ever.
It could be a never ending.
Yeah. And everybody always had that one dude that if he became it, it goes 3-4 rounds. He's still it. He's hating his life.
Yeah, but then it gets to a point. It's like, all right, somebody else be it. Like we're all making
yeah,
it
come
safe.
on.
Like, come on.
Yeah, we all got the thrill of.
Wouldn't be fun if it was so easy,
True.
But,
True.
uh,
Okay. What else? What else? Well, we just. We just.
I hate when you guys
Are
do
we
that.
just having fun? I don't even
we,
know.
we went in two different directions with that. I was going for like the beatbox.
I was going for like
I'm down for a
romantic.
little boombox. It's been a while.
Boombox radio.
What do you mean boombox?
What was one of the first songs that we
Beatbox?
started bitching on this song? Bitching on
started
this song.
bitching?
Bitching on this this podcast.
Probably
Bitching.
Back to Life. What was the other one though? How we doing?
Why don't we stop
I don't
while
know.
we're
How
at
we
it?
doing, baby?
Let's stop it.
We're doing a podcast.
That was one kind of sort of. But you know what? That tell us about the shoe here before we get into any topics. What the
Me
frig
and
is
James-
this?
Me and James were cleaning out a closet last week,
Cleaning out my clothes.
and we came across.
Donito, get a
this
close up on
little,
this.
little
Let him
shoe.
see it. Hold it still. So
Hold on, I just want to get these laces in here. Look at this is a Reebok, dude. Look at this shoe. It's the size of my fist.
it's actually smaller than your fist.
So this
It's that small.
maybe, but like to think
You
that
got, baby.
this is
shoe
either
fist.
mine or yours.
Yep.
To think that one of our feet
One of our
fit.
feet. One of our feet.
feet fit in this shoe is crazy.
Isn't that weird? In the English language,
That's a weird one.
Feet
One
fit.
of our foot.
one of our feet. But it's like you would call
That's
two
why I
feet
said foots.
feet.
Foots.
That's
Hey,
insane.
let me start over. It's crazy to think that one
That's
of
crazy.
our foot or feet.
Oh,
I
no
don't
One
know.
of our foot.
No wonder
One
why.
of our foot is
no wonder
wrong.
why we call it footsies.
How is anybody supposed to learn the English
One
language?
of my foot.
correctly.
My foot.
I listen. I mean,
It's like
took me a long time.
One of your peditorial phalanges
What the fuck are you
is
talking about?
a foot.
A palatorial
Make
phalanges.
two of them their feet.
What?
This shoe is as hard as a rock, bro.
Peditorial.
Stop making up words.
He's solving like world hunger right now, and you're concerned about this foot with this
Dude,
shoe
like
thing.
no, whoever's shoe this was, we didn't stub our toe in this shoe.
How do you know?
No way. That's steel
'Cause
toe
it's
for sure,
fucking
man.
Solid.
Well, yeah, it's been in the basement for 20 years, so
Well, being in a basement makes it harder.
yeah.
Well, that sounds all sorts
Does
of
that
wrong.
make
I don't
sense?
even know what to make
You
out of
think
that
this
sentence.
You think this shoe was always this hard?
Here's the thing. This is what I think. All right.
Whose shoe is it?
All
you
right.
think?
No baby's foot is strong enough to bend this part. It's just not happening. You see this here, ladies and gentlemen? This is not happening in a baby shoe. You know why? Because most babies are not that strong.
You gotta realize
great
you were
point.
an expert on freaking babies and their feet.
On baby feet.
And
I'm an
one of
expert
their
in
feet.
I'm an expert in baby
You
foots.
got a burner account on baby feet?
Hey.
That's kind of weird. But I don't
Can
know.
I hold the shoe?
It's crazy how we grow,
Let
honestly.
me hold this shoe.
Yeah,
Well, these are
'cause,
some
you know,
stains here. We got some stains here. Ugh. Yeah, you can hold it.
It's been in a closet for 30 years.
Oh, hey,
Maybe not
we're
30.
not that old yet.
Probably 20. At least 20 years.
20? I'd say 20. That makes sense.
No, probably more than 20 actually.
Well,
Think of it.
no, it hasn't been in that closet for
probably
20
more than
years.
20.
It was probably moved around. Because
Oh yeah, in there. Yeah, probably not.
It's a nice.
Yeah, that's like a Brooklyn
you
shoe.
ever
nice
think
shoe.
about that? Some people probably have closets in their house that they haven't gone through in so long.
Don't even talk about it, dude.
Why? You have a
Nah,
story?
My
or-
mom's a hoarder.
No, she isn't.
Yeah, bro. They got boxes and boxes. 3 boxes that say winter clothes that you probably haven't used in like 5 years.
What the?
But
Yeah,
is
no,
that
this
like,
is,
not like
this
a
is totally a thing.
yeah, don't call her a hoarder. I mean, people box it. That's what you do. You put your winter clothes away.
Let's just say she likes to collect things so that way you can't walk in the hallway.
See now, like if we go there, we're all going to agree that she's a hoarder, and I'm not sure how I feel about this. Thinking that she's
Hey.
not. She's probably a hoarder. Listen, Donito's saying she's a
Hey,
hoarder.
it's
All
not
right.
a knock. It's just too much crap.
Yeah,
Just
I
too
mean,
much crap.
We don't have space for it. You gotta. It's
Good
gotta
thing
go.
about crap is you could always get rid of it.
Flush it down.
Unless
Yeah,
you're
man.
Everybody
constipated.
has a closet.
My
That's
thing-
like a junk
My
drawer.
thing has been now. It's like,
Yeah.
if I'm, because you keep things. If you're like, oh well, I might need it, right? Or like, I use it for this. Like, if it's something that like it's old or some like, and it maybe has like a valuable, like you might use it. Like, if it's something I could just buy a new one, I'll just throw it out. And when I need one, I'll buy one. You know?
Yeah, I mean, if I don't use it in 3 months, goodbye.
Yeah, like I'll throw.
gone.
I mean, this might be bad to say, but like I'll throw out clothes sometimes.
I mean, I don't think you should be throwing them out. There's kids
Yeah,
that need
usually
clothes,
We donate them actually.
but sometimes they just make it.
Some
make it-
clothes
some
need
big
to be
kids out
thrown
there.
out though.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be giving things that are really crappy away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Some things are made for the garbage.
right.
Me
We're talking
for
about.
the-
Never mind.
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. All
Right
right.
over your head.
Shouldn't you
didn't it?
shouldn't hold. Then it went over my head too.
Like underwear?
Shit.
You know, you're gonna donate underwear?
Oh no, I think underwear is off limits. Socks never.
Because
that you can
nobody
get away.
wants to
time
wear
you're
somebody
gonna
else's
get rid
underwear.
of your underwear or your socks, nobody else should be wearing them ever again.
I mean, socks though.
I guess socks are valuable.
Oh, I throw out socks all the time,
Chris,
Socks disappear.
man.
I'm convinced. I haven't asked you, but I think you go in my drawer and you take my ankle socks. Have you?
I've never taken a pair of your ankle
Dude,
socks.
bullshit.
the way he said that,
Bullshit,
you
because
know he is runner
I
up for
literally
your socks.
Like, I bought a pack. They're in rotation. You know what I mean? I do my laundry. I should have X amount of socks.
Nico has a checklist of the socks that go in and out of his drawer like he's the bouncer of a club, but it's Miss Sock
Yeah,
Town.
he's a maniac. How do you?
We
You're
were
the
looking at
bouncer
my
of the
room,
leg.
and you were like, "It looks like a serial killer's room." I thought that was.
It
pretty
is a
funny.
serial killer's room.
Does he
Yeah,
has
I gotta-
white walls?
I gotta
and
hang
there's
some shit on the
nothing up
walls.
there.
Well, I'm never
That
in my
TV
room.
never really goes on,
No, it's never on.
and he has that one light in the corner that has flowers on it,
That's
always
always on.
on. He's a
Yo, you
fucking
guys are making me sound
serial
like a
killer.
You're weird.
Psycho.
It wasn't just his handwriting. It
No.
wasn't.
It was all
Bro,
always telling.
I should probably hang some stuff.
just hang
I
something.
just never did.
He's gonna be at Hobby Lobby next week.
But now
That's
you
it.
know I'm gonna buy like a big, stupid picture or something
Of like what?
like something funny. So when you walk in my room, you laugh.
Yeah, like Mini Me or something.
Yeah, something I like.
Oh, like the white chicks. All right, Eric Clapton.
White chicks.
All right, fine. SpongeBob. That's who you
I'm
put on
gonna have
there.
like a
He's gonna put sandy cheeks on.
sandy cheeks. No, like Little Man. The Little Man, one of the Wayne brothers, is a midget.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Still on this.
Yeah, if I get for like any midget talking, like I got a midget hanging on my wall. What are you talking about?
It's a little.
Nobody loves midgets
Is it a
more
real
than
I-
on the wall or is it a stick?
You're
we're
offending.
gonna.
You're offending my ex-girlfriends. Should just say that. Get everybody out right. Get everybody correct.
I've actually dated 2 handicapped women.
All right, Larry, take it easy.
Larry.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't really spend a lot of time in my room. I only sleep in there, so.
Nah, it's true. It's true. You're a busy man. You and Chris, you guys wake up, out the door, bing, bang, boom, come back, this, that, go to
again.
sleep, never see the room again.
Do it again.
Bing, bang, boom.
Do it again.
Didn't catch that.
So-
all right.
Absolutely.
Tell me,
Can I just?
you want to go?
I want to say something.
Do something.
I'm sorry about last night,
No, I don't
felt-
accept your apology. I don't
dude.
accept-
I felt so bad. I don't know why.
What happened?
Dude, this heat's been killing me, dude. I've been so tired at the end of the day. My legs are shot, and like James was pulling up, and I was going to pick him up. I was supposed to, but I fell asleep.
Fell asleep.
I fell asleep.
As soon as he didn't answer the first
I
text
woke up
message,
and I'm
I
like-
might be in trouble.
I'm like, oh, no, but I was up then, because usually I don't answer. Usually I note it, and then I'm gonna leave.
Oh, right.
But I fell asleep. I woke up, and I'm like, it was like 1 o'clock. Was it 1 o'clock?
It was somewhere close to there, yeah, for sure.
And I'm like, damn, how long did he wait to realize I wasn't awake too? Like, and I knew you wanted to get food. I was like, oh, man,
You want to know how long I waited?
how long?
2 seconds.
No,
I looked at my phone. I'm like, okay, second text message. He didn't
well, you
wait.
saw I wasn't
didn't-
moving too.
You
right?
didn't move. I looked at. I'm like, all right. I text you for the second time, and then I looked. I'm like, no,
Bro,
no,
but
this ain't happening. It's done.
It was such good sleep that I was. You ever take a nap in your dream?
Yeah, why don't you share that freaking weird ass dream real
Bro,
quick? Because I was
Because
like,
I woke up and
what?
told you.
Yeah.
I woke up.
Full freaking-
So I had a dream that like
good.
me and you were like getting slammed at like my job.
yeah, you say the.
Yeah, you gotta.
You really
definitely
set the stage
clarify
for
that.
everyone.
Like we're getting like it's busy, like just me and you working, and like this and that, and like sometimes when it gets busy, we make mistakes. So we made a couple mistakes. But
You're working at Mary's.
Right, right.
But
I got
mistakes
it.
are you eat the food. You could eat the food because this is a mistake. You can't really unless you could use it, right?
Yeah.
So it was like a penne alla vodka or some. But then in the dream, I woke up, went into the kitchen, and you were eating the penne alla vodka that I planned on eating, and I was so tight because like while we were working, I was like, I'm gonna eat that penne alla vodka.
Wait. So you had a dream,
Yeah.
and then you woke up in a dream to me eating.
I woke up, yeah,
That's so funny because
'Cause it's-
that's exactly how he described it last night. But like he woke up from the dream, went back to sleep into the same dream, but his memory took him to, okay, now this is after we were done working and we're at home,
Or
and now
whatever,
Chris is
yeah.
eating the penne alla vodka that I was going to eat.
I was
okay,
like,
gotcha.
and then I woke up when James got there, and like you know when like you're a kid and you dream that like you got a cool toy and then you wake up and you want to play with it, like it was the same thing, but it was food. Very cliche for me, right? Fucking, I'm like, so I woke up, you were eating it, and then I actually wake up expecting the penne alla vodka to be there, and there's no food, and I was like, just so
See, that part I didn't
disappointed. And then I told James,
That's rough. That's a rough time.
yeah, it was interesting.
you
I don't know
were
why
you-
that was my dream.
You were kind of like, you were pretty disappointed about it when you woke up too.
I
It's like you
was.
freaking like
I really
lost
was.
something. Serious.
And then I had to go to bed. I was so shocked.
Yeah, that's always not fun. Like when you wake up in a dream and like you have to like check
Mm-hmm.
if like whatever.
Yeah, like
happened
you think
really
you
happened.
have that for a second or whatever.
Yeah.
I remember I dreamed that I got an iPod, and I was like, yo. I woke up, I didn't have an iPod.
No iPad.
And it's like as a kid, like you expect to like turn over and the iPod to be like right there or some shit,
Yeah.
you know?
Those ones that really feel
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
That's great.
Ah, good times.
Hope we-
Don't say that like that.
Tell me something. Okay, let's hop into one of these. How things got their names? Is this what we're talking about? We're letting them
Sure.
know, like, hey, how did things get their names?
Yeah. What's the Eiffel Tower? Why is it named the Eiffel Tower?
Eiffel Tower. It's a tower.
It's
That's
named
fine.
after
So
a
where did Eiffel
Frenchman.
came from?
It's named after a Frenchman.
That's definitely a Frenchman's last name.
Where is the Eiffel Tower?
Eiffel Tower.
France.
No, France.
France, Baba.
Oh, so it's. Go ahead. What do we got,
It's in Paris.
Danito?
Yeah,
What
Paris.
do you got, Dan?
Why is it named the
Yeah,
Eiffel
it's named
Tower?
after-
Gustave Eiffel,
Named after a Frenchman.
the
Told you.
engineer whose company designed and built the tower. Okay, well, that was a dumb
Yeah,
fucking
I
question.
mean,
Sorry.
Well, I think there should be like a naming committee, you know?
No, man, these
That's
happen
certified
in
in naming things.
You know, it's like I think words are like bubbles that rise to the surface. Whatever one makes it to the surface
Yeah.
sticks
Whatever one
around.
gets said first, like, oh, hey, that's what it is.
Yeah, that bubble just never popped or
Yeah.
some
I
shit.
mean, a lot of words stem from Latin, right? So. that's how a
Give me
lot
the
of
most
words
craziest stupid word that you ever heard.
are. Oh.
Um.
Mine's probably gonna be made up.
Well, that doesn't help us.
See, here's a silly one.
Okay, onomatopoeia. Who the f***
I
is that guy?
literally was just thinking that, dude.
Wow,
Get out of my head.
that's weird.
Who's that genius? Can we find that? Is that possible?
Onomatopoeia. Could you
who's
find out?
the-
How do you even spell
Who's the
spell
jerk
smell?
off? It's
spell.
like I'm gonna have these people stumbling over their syllables.
Yeah.
How do you spell onomatopoeia?
I'm not even. Oh, that's complicated.
No.
Well, that's your job right now,
Oh,
Dan.
oh.
Figure it out.
Ready? It's onomatopoeia.
Where the is the T come from?
Onomatopoeia.
But people just say onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia.
Onomato.
Comes from
Onomatopoeia.
Greek. So anoma is name, and
Peeing, I guess.
pien is to make.
My name make.
So it literally means the making of a name or word, specifically one that imitates a sound.
Wait, what? Isn't that what we're kind of like talking about right now? Am I
Kind
So it
of.
literally
Crazy.
means the making of a name.
Yeah, but
or word.
onomatopoeia has to do with sound. Like buzz.
So onomatopoeia is used in making words? Did we just discover
so we
that?
just decided to pick a word that was made by someone to name
to
other
make
words
other
that
words.
are named.
It's like a tool to
for
make other
saying
names.
things.
I think so.
We stumbled onto some
Lost.
word salad.
We were like, okay, we're gonna choose words like what made them think of this word. Like we're talking about making words, and we stumbled upon onomatopoeia, which, by the way, humble moment, never know what onomatopoeia was, and it's a tool that's
You
used
did
to
in
make
school.
words based off of sounds.
Yeah, like buzz or
Yeah, sure, I know,
sizzle
I've heard the word before, but did I
or-
really know what it was?
Shh. That's not a word.
So like when you come up
Sounds
with
that.
like a sound for like
Oh.
shapow.
I was gonna frituts.
Yeah.
No, those aren't onomatopoeias.
Yeah, they
Those
are.
why not? There's sounds that
Yeah,
could
but they're
make a
not
word.
words, though. It has to be a word. Right?
It has to be a word, or does it have to
Yeah,
be a
is
sound that makes a
when
word?
word imitates the sound.
Oh, you.
All right. All right.
You're
So
just
what's
making-
another
those
word?
are just sounds. No, I really want to know. Like I said this before. Like,
Snickerdoodle.
Who
What about that one?
names like when they have names for the generations? Who comes up with that? Or like,
There's
Oh,
got to be
how
a
about this one?
naming.
Conventions.
there should be a
friggin'
committee. That's what I
committee,
think.
yeah.
Because then it's fair game. Then we can like point the finger at someone and be like, no, you need to change that. We need to keep them in check. That doesn't make sense. Like who named pickleball, Dan?
Give me a second.
All right.
I used to like you should be like, well, you know,
Well,
Come
Tell-
on, man. You don't know who named pickleball?
give me a
Right.
second.
Come on, AI.
Well, I think pickleball comes from
Pickles.
ping pong and something else,
Racket or
right?
tennis. The name pickleball was
There we
coined
go.
in the summer of 1965 when the game was invented by Joel Pritchard, Bill Bell, and Barney McCall. I don't care. Hold on.
According to John Pritchard, she suggested
It's from a
pickleball
story.
because the game combined bits and pieces of other sports like badminton, ping pong, and tennis. Just as pickle boat in rowing was filled with leftover rowers from other boats.
Okay.
All right. I
All
get
right.
you.
I'll
So it
allow
comes
it.
you
It's
on
not
what
a
you-
bad name.
The rowing of boats, in their terms.
It's not bad. It's not.
Also
not horrible.
combining ping pong, tennis,
Yeah, but you know,
badminton.
this is not a good word to be like. Okay, Donito, could you just like look up, just like chat this top five bizarre words out there? Now let's talk about those. That would be helpful. Like, give me a weird one.
Yeah, we should have had a couple of these prepped.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up.
What is this?
Zoogzwang.
Okay, that second word
Swooswang?
not a word.
Is this
German.
in
It's
the
a word.
English- It's got to be in the English language, though, right?
Made its way into English and sounds like
Oh.
a curse.
Zogzwang.
No. These aren't
You,
words.
What
you're
in
a
the
zogzwang.
Zogzwang?
What do you mean these are not words? We just say shat.
Fly-
Look at that second word.
What?
Who
How,
the
how would
fuck
you even pronounce
has even
that?
said that word?
Flotchinachihifilation.
All right, so
That words
put
means
in English words.
the act of estimating something as worse.
Give me peculiar names for certain things. Limerence.
Limerence, that's a good one.
The obsessive involuntary infatuation phase where somebody basically lives rent-free in your head.
Lamaturation.
So how do I use that? Because I like that word. Feels like mental caffeine withdrawal. Limerence. I'm having limerence. So that's saying like something is living in your head rent-free.
It's living amongst your head.
Limerence. Cacophony. What?
Cacophony.
Oh, sorry.
We should like
Cattywampus.
Oh, I've
That's
heard
a
that
good
before.
one.
cattywampus.
What does that mean, cattywampus?
Can I call somebody
Skew,
that?
diagonal or not quite right.
Obtuse.
Wait. What's the word again?
obtuse.
How do you say it?
Cattywampus.
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 Next time I'm doing
You're real cattywampus right now.
Could you imagine, like, if we're doing a job with Dad and just kept using that word, like he's putting in a sleeve for an extra? Just be like, Dad, it's all cattywampus, Dad. It's cattywampus.
He would probably just go along with it.
He'd be like, oh, yeah, it's cattywampus. Okay, yeah.
he'd
What the is cattywampus?
He step up, so step back at it, look at it. Yeah, you're right. Hold on a second.
It is cattywampus.
He might know what cattywampus means.
What is that one? Defenstration?
I don't want to.
Throwing someone out the window. They just came up with that word.
Defenstration?
I'm so
Throwing
mad
somebody
I
out the
can
window?
defenstrate you.
They just came up with that word, so it's easier for people to write crime reports, like for the police department.
It was a demonstration
Yeah,
down on
basic
86th Street
demonstration. Yeah.
and
every
4th.
Tuesday, new defenstration.
Defenestrations are on the rise in
They
America.
call him Tiny Two Bags, and he just jumped out. All right.
It's not his first time defenestrating.
Could you give us weird insult names? Like things that you would call somebody that you would rarely call them, but that's like funny. Funny insult names.
We had a fruitcake at work the other day, and I just kept saying, "What's up, fruitcake?"
Fruitcake.
What's up, fruitcake?
Yeah, that's a great one.
It's a good
It's
one.
like,
to
like
call it.
insults that you could say to somebody that's like they can't get mad because it's so stupid.
Yeah.
But it's
What's up, fruitcake?
really an insult.
You can call me fruitcake.
Danito, you getting us? You got us? What do we got? Give us one here.
You
Let's see.
snollygoster.
What is that?
You'd sell your grandma for clout, you snollygoster.
It's like a politician. You're like a snake.
Snollygoster?
Yeah.
Memphissimus?
Mumpsimus.
That's very mumsimus of
Oh,
you.
mate, it will Mumpsimus, yeah?
Hey,
Still
walkie.
arguing the earth is flat. Classic Mumpsimus behavior.
Why don't you fucking tone it down there, love?
Mumpsimus. That's a good word.
That is a good word.
Oh, gleeking. Sounds like geeking.
Gleeking?
Gleeking out.
What is that? When you're
Originally
farting and
meant
laughing?
jesting or making sport of someone. Shakespeare used it
Oh, it's like
that
you're
way.
making fun.
Nowadays, it's also when saliva shoots from under your tongue. Bonus, gross out.
Ooh, I gleek
What the
sometimes.
I glee sometimes when I'm
ChatGPT
talking to
is
somebody
not-
very
they-
closely.
They're not funny. They need to stop trying to be funny. I don't know where they get this thing like where like they try to be humorous.
Lickspittle. What is
Relax.
lickspittle?
Lickspittle, I want to take home with me. That is great. Lickspittle?
An over-the-top flatter. You're kiss ass. You little
Fucking
f***ing
spittle.
You
lickspittle.
lick spittle. Yeah, you.
Lickspittle.
That's
That's
good.
great. That's
Isn't
a
it
great
great
one.
how the word makes every word that follows it so
Lickspittle.
much better?
Lickspittle.
Little
Stupid
lickspittle.
little-
You're just a stupid little lickspittle, okay?
You listen here,
Wait, wait.
lickspittle.
Okay, hold on. Let's use some of these words in sentences. Like go and choose one
Hold
and
on, I
then
wanna read that one.
and then use it in a
Numbskull. Jobber now. No, that's bad. That's not good.
jobber now.
See, that's what I'm saying. The people that made these names need to be held accountable. They're not all that great. You know, we're kind of
You ain't wrong.
They're just out here confusing people.
yeah, but maybe we should
Move on.
Keep riding the train.
Yeah, sure.
Keep
Let's do
riding
that.
The bus.
Keep
What's
riding
on the
train.
next stop? What's
so
the
should
next
we talk
stop?
about how we walked into the barbershop today?
Oh, sure.
And we both usually get our haircut by the same guy, but
Great
you know,
barber.
at this point it's like 1 o'clock. Like I don't want to be in there all day. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
I don't want to just be in and out. You got to
Yeah.
get it done.
So Nick went and sat down. So I was like, okay, I guess he's getting his haircut by Sammy. That's who cuts our hair.
Shout out.
And I've got my hair cut by the guy that sits next to him. So, right now I'm in a position where I'm sitting next to Sammy, who cuts my hair, and this guy's cutting my hair. He's cutting my brother's hair, and now I don't know
But you
what
did it,
to do.
You did a good job. You were like, he's gonna wait for you, so I'll go to you. You know, and I don't think
It was
they
good
really
cover quick. It was good
I
thinking
don't
on your
think
toes.
they really
Cover.
care. And honestly, like, it was better off because then another kid came in and was waiting for. Sammy's a hot topic in there. I think Sammy and the guy Willie, people wait for a lot.
Who's Willie?
The guy with
My guy.
the flow. That's Dan's guy.
Well, other side, right? He sits on the other side.
Yeah, he's in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy that looks like Eugenio Suarez?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Dude, there's that's funny you say that because the other guy that's down there, he looks like Fred Van Fleet. Van Fleet. Did you see that guy?
Oh, yeah, I know a guy.
I was
you're
literally looking
talking
at
about.
him like that's
Yeah.
Fred Van Fleet. They,
They got-
all look like athletes.
They got athletes, doppelgangers.
But,
in there, yeah.
No, because he would have been backed up, and they were busy when we
Yeah,
left.
I didn't.
Like, it's not even.
I didn't want to be in there all day.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
totally got it.
I just
and-
made a decision.
You sat down before me. He took a little bit longer on the little kid before me, and then I was in there. You walked out. You and James were hanging out outside, and I'm like, "Come on, I gotta get out of here." Like I was
Yeah.
getting antsy because he takes his time cutting my hair,
Yeah, he took a while.
which I mean I appreciate because he does a good job. But they
Yeah.
both made the same tip, so
Yeah, I guess I just hope there's no hard feelings. That's all.
no.
Yeah,
but it's
well,
good
you
to
know.
have options. Like those three guys. Like if Sammy's not there, I need a haircut. I'm in a pinch. I'll go to that guy you went to or the guy next to him. So it's good to have like he did a good job here. I know he's good.
Yeah, I'm not mad at the haircut. I just I
don't-
just I want to have the options, and I don't want to have lesser treatment for
Yeah.
who I choose to go to.
Well, I've shied away from
Yep.
the other quiet guy next to him because I feel like he takes offense. Because I've been messing around with both of them a little bit now.
You're cheating, aren't you?
I've been.
You've been cheating. You're a dirty little
crossing the
boy.
pond
It's
a
a
little
it's a
bit.
cutthroat business over there, man. They're working for
You don't
tips.
you don't let him touch your beard.
I usually do. I just didn't want to be in there.
Dan, bro.
Yeah.
Dan said they raised prices. That's false, buddy.
How do you know?
Why are you talking like that?
How do you know?
Why are you talking to me like
Because how
that?
do you know that they didn't?
Because when I sit in Sammy's seat, the prices are right on that mirror thing right there, and they've been the same prices for as long as I can remember.
What's
telling you
what's
now.
your haircut? How much are you paying?
I don't even know. It was 30
It's 45.
with the beard. It's
Yeah.
15 for the beard.
Oh, like oh,
It's
Does he
30
do
and
the
15.
towel and everything?
No, the hot towel shave is 35, so you would pay 50.
wait. So how much
With
is
the-
your haircut?
with
You
the
said
beard.
25.
It's 30, and then the beard is 15.
Yeah, it went up 25.
That's probably why then. I didn't realize that sometimes he wasn't charging me for the hot towel. then.
Yeah, that's why then. The hot towel is 35.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, I guess I gotta specify no hot towel, or else they're just gonna do the hot towel.
He didn't do the hot towel for you.
Haircut
No, I
wasn't
know,
always
but
30.
When I usually go, I just
think
say
it's
just
like
line it up.
if they want to do it or not. It depends. Like
Next time I go, I'm just gonna tell them to line it up.
that's what I
and-
say. I said shape up the beard, trim it to a 3, fade it.
Yeah, and don't put a towel on my face.
Not for
Please.
nothing. The towels
Thing.
they use are dirty.
I don't like it.
You ever see them? They don't.
And then they go over
They
there
need
and
to
they
buy new
start
towels.
massaging you with the freaking thing.
That thing's
new.
nice.
I think that's because of Willie though, because Willie was the only one that did that for the longest.
Or
Really.
massaging.
Yeah, they have like massage paddles.
The thing that they put on
Yeah.
your hand and they
They
massage
put
your
it in your
head.
face and like over
It's
here.
pretty nice.
It's not
All
that
right.
normal massage.
Okay, yeah, you know,
I'm not trying to be in the barbershop for like an hour.
the barbershop that I go to, all right, they have a woman come over for that type of stuff, like the whole like.
What are you trying to
head-
say?
I'm just saying.
What are you trying to say?
I'm just saying. I'm wondering.
Don't lead with that.
Like, why is a man massaging you with a device or without a device? I don't know.
You let a man massage you in Mexico.
I mean,
So
it's different though.
I don't
that
know what
was
kind of
different.
devices your friend used over there.
That's-
But
that, listen, okay, if I'm being honest, that shit felt a little bit weird. All right, I realized he had strong hands. All right, tried going below the waist, and I wasn't letting it happen. Yes, I was on my stomach. Where is your minds going,
That's
viewers?
like-
Don't
that's like
even pull some
Seinfeld.
shit right now.
like Kramer's getting a massage. He goes from a guy. He goes, "You got strong hands." Gee, it's hot as a
Oh,
sauna
man.
in here.
Yeah, but I can live without the little massage gun.
I don't mind it.
alright.
I'll take any massage I can get. Honestly,
I'll give you one later.
no, you won't.
Yeah, you
Oh, you
Yeah, I
gotta
see
see.
you.
This kid. Last time you gave me a massage, your leg was on my shoulder.
Put my elbow in
Yeah,
there.
the
he was
fuck was
he was
that?
doing it like a pro. I
Jumping
saw
on him.
his left leg was like sticking out all the way. He's like,
Yeah. It was good,
In
wasn't
the
it?
beginning, it felt good, and then you just started doing some stupid stuff. I don't know. I
I'd
don't
say
know.
you got to feel a little bit of pain before, you know.
sometimes
You wanna,
feels
excuse
good.
me. You want to go next week, Dan? You want to get a massage?
From where?
Is it gay to get a massage with your homie?
No.
no,
think
that's
they put
not
you
that's
in
not
separate
gay. If you're like
Separate
I don't
room,
know.
same room. I don't care.
You want to hold hands while we're doing it?
Nah, we don't have
You
to
guys
be.
want a
done.
couples massage?
You guys could hold hands.
I'll never forget Mexico,
want me to film it?
bro. Mexico was crazy, dude. We were having
yeah.
like another crazy day at the pool, and then you had a massage appointment. And like, I wanted to get another one. I was like, I'll go. And we were like drunk.
Everything was great.
So we went from like us being rowdy down by the pool, having weird, crazy conversations, to in the song, in the spots like the music and like birds, and the room's
See the
dark.
Jurassic theme?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
And
it's
I'm
either
just
that or
like-
holy music. I don't know which one.
Just going from that like setting to that setting, and like being a little buzzed, I was like, "Oh, what the f- going on?" And then it simmered down. It was better than the first massage, actually.
Yeah, we'll get into some of the crazy things that happened down over there. We
Yeah,
should
well,
we should have another recap of that
We
sometime
got
soon.
crazy things coming on the way.
Yeah, we do. We're gonna be getting a little crazy down in St. John's, baby. That's right, and we're gonna be trying to take all 3 cameras with us. Donito, pack up your bags, brother. You're going in a suitcase.
That would be funny.
That'd be great.
Yeah, can't wait.
Okay, hey, listen. Create a culture. Create a cult and defend it.
You
Go.
want me
Go, you
Like-
first. Yeah, no, that's right.
Like
Yeah,
if I
you.
had a
Go.
cult,
If you had a cult,
What would they do?
what would they do? What would
Okay.
it be about? Give us as much detail. Be on the fly. Go. Tell us.
So when
And
I
what
think
state
of,
are you in?
When I think of a cult, I think of the show The Following. Remember that show?
Oh yeah, that's literally what I think of too.
That was I didn't know what a cult was before that
Yeah.
show. That was crazy.
That was like, that was a
That
cult.
show
I never
was
saw. I never saw that. So
Never
crazy.
saw that show.
no.
Kevin
Oh,
Bacon,
man.
Kevin
That
Bacon.
show was good.
I'm on it.
Edgar Allan Poe, right?
It has something to do with that.
Yeah, he was like inspired by him.
Yeah.
But my cult would be for
R.I.P.
good. Surprisingly,
Yeah.
What would you do?
my cult would be focused on taking those who are unfit to be in society and removing them from society.
Oh, something. Okay. I see. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
No.
And what are
don't
you
get
gonna do with 'em?
exaggerated.
It's a euthanasia
I think-
cult.
What'd you say, Donito?
Yeah.
Euthanasia
Is
cult.
this for good?
Oh
You
shit!
sure?
Is this kind of like Hitler? Like
I don't know, dude. Where do you?
I think it's-
Where are you
No,
leading right
no,
now?
like-
It's a
like-
similar
telling
thought
me?
hey,
process.
you can't drive. Like, don't drive. Like, you're not able to drive anymore. Hey, you don't know how to treat people, so you can't go out anymore.
Yeah, but like you're gonna be a cult leader, not like the president of the United States. Like how are you gonna really?
I mean, listen,
Stop these
Manson
people.
had a way with people to get them to do whatever he wanted. So
Yeah, he trapped them on a farm
And
and
LSD.
fed them drugs.
Yeah. Are they blonde
pretty
with blue
fucking
eyes?
Wild. Wow,
Is that
I
a
just
qual-
had deja vu. That's so weird as you say that. But no, it has nothing to do about your appearance or race. It's just like basically me. Wow, this is dangerous because everything I go to say sounds like, oh, this makes more sense, which is why it might be a good cult in a cult's respect, but bad because all cults are usually bad. Because I was gonna say, it would make the world a better place.
Yeah, these are conversations that Hitler had for
So
sure.
you're gonna take out old people.
No, but not
and,
take
like,
them out. Like just
teenagers.
like, yeah. I
Put
guess.
handcuffs on them, chain them to the bed.
I
What are
don't
you
know.
doing?
No, I don't know. I gave it a try. You guys
You gotta,
try
good
it.
shot.
you
Wait,
gotta
wait.
rethink
Who's
your cult.
My
a little
cult
bit.
is not good. Don't join my cult.
Yeah, I'm out on your cult.
What about your cult?
I think my cult would.
I feel like mine's gonna be better than both.
Shut up.
Your deal.
I think my cult would. Like I don't want to hurt. I don't want to hurt anybody. I
Let's
feel
see
like
if you can make a good idea.
that's not necessary. I think that we would all really love the Yankees, and if you didn't like the Yankees, then you might get hurt.
That's fucking so
Right.
stupid.
Or mentally, physically, or emotionally are they
All-
getting?
That's
all of the
basically
above. Wow.
Yankee Stadium.
Wow.
Yeah, I would start my cult in Yankee Stadium.
Oh, this
That's
is
what
great.
would happen.
You're Hitler.
We
You're
would
the-
be under the stadium,
Here's Mussolini.
and we'd have to pop up at like certain moments during the game.
You'd like snatch every Red Sox
Yeah,
fan
and then just go
drown
back
them.
down. But we're gonna have like elite security, and so they can't. They're just gonna be okay with it. We're gonna be like
earpieces and walkie
the bleacher, like underground creatures.
Now we know how people disappear at Disney. That's probably what they got going on over there.
Yeah.
Whatever cult they're running
Definitely
on,
Fuck
running
Disney
over.
police, bro. That shit was ridiculous.
Yeah.
That was a cult. We
that
should
was-
start calling
That
them
was
a cult.
cult written.
I'm out on
yeah.
Disney Police.
I'm telling you, that guy popped out of a rock. I don't want to hear anything about it. And the other guy, I don't know, was a sea creature turned into a human.
Yo,
I know
that
it.
was
You know who popped
ridiculous.
out of a rock was the guy that caught you in Pittsburgh running
Oh
through
my
the...
That guy
God.
popped out of the rock for sure.
That was insane.
I mean, he was not there.
He was not there until you literally got out of the
Yeah, and like
Whatever,
the
sprinkler,
fountains.
freaking center fountain
Yeah,
tell
thing.
the
Stan,
Yeah,
look,
so
could
they
you
know.
look up real quickly just the Pittsburgh fountains? I bet you it pops up in like downtown Pittsburgh.
Really quick for the
You think
viewers.
there's only one
Very
fucking
simple, short
fountain
and
in
sweet.
Pittsburgh?
We're over there. Okay, we're in
Keep going,
Pittsburgh.
keep going.
AC/DC
Oh, is
concert. How you doing? All right,
It
we're
was
going.
flat.
It was flat.
Look up
and I
flat.
decided, and there's water shooting up every so often, right? I decide to run through. There's nobody there in sight. I think I'm good. I'm clear. I get to the other side. I literally jump right into this guy's arms like I'm in Home Alone.
Yeah, this guy came out of
Yeah, you
literally
ran-
nowhere.
Like,
We're
when you got
watching
out,
him
you're
the
running
whole
right at
time.
him.
What's the town?
Pittsburgh.
There's not a town inside of it or nothing?
You spelled Pittsburgh wrong.
I don't care.
Wait.
That's it right there. Right
No,
there.
it's
that
not.
one.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's in front of a building.
Type in like
Oh, that
flat.
helps.
Oh, right there.
Yeah,
Right there.
there
Shit,
it
that's
is.
it. That's
On the
To the
it.
right.
Yeah.
To the right.
That's
Yep.
the one.
That's
yeah.
it.
That up. There it is, right in front of this building.
That
James
guy-
is on the right side of it.
No, we're kind of like standing right there.
No, we're on the other side.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we're on the other side of it from the right side. James runs across the fountains. They're not on.
Because they go on and off.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh, who's gonna run through it? Like,
And this
because you
guy-
could probably get soaked
The
if they go
security
on.
guard literally popped out of nowhere. James, he caught James almost.
And then
Yeah.
there's a security guard by us.
Practically.
He's like, you guys can't do that. We're like, oh, sorry, bud.
We're never
And
from
then
out
we
of
see
town.
the sign right after. We're like, oh, there's a sign too. Like,
This-
everything happened afterwards.
That guy popped out of a floor tile. I don't know what it was, but
like
like
on
one out of
stage.
those circle pieces right there. He just flipped over. And
Yeah, and then all of a sudden
There he
there was
is.
5 of them.
Yeah, they came out of
swarming us.
nowhere.
Like, what the
I was
fuck?
like, we might have to run. I have to get out of here.
I was like in Disney. We're
I
like,
thought-
should we run?
I was just waiting for you. That's what you said.
It's
Yeah.
always my first
They're
instinct.
like, should we just run?
I thought Dad was gonna be like, James, go. I'm on the run now, freaking
Oh
from
boy,
Disney police takes us down.
Pittsburgh police.
we should have just filmed everything.
Disney
and be like,
police.
we're suing you.
Go
Yeah,
down.
what's your
Going
call,
down.
James? Let's move.
Oh,
along.
my Colt. All right. Ready for my Colt? This is my Colt. All right. First off, all right. I'm creating a normalcy Colt. It's part of the normalcy peace treaty that I'm making. All right. I have a board of directors, and the one that sits on the chair is Pete. Is Jordan Peterson. And he guides the humanity. What?
I thought you were gonna say P Diddy.
I should have fucking
Davidson
said.
for a second.
I was that's what I was about to say for a quick minute, but we're not getting across there. Yeah,
he in a
and
Colt too, or no?
no, he's cut off. I cut off his left toe.
He's from
and
Staten
he couldn't
Island,
make it.
though.
Yeah.
P Diddy's from Staten Island.
No,
you jerk.
Pete Davidson. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't say P Diddy right now. You just
no,
said Pete Davidson?
he Donito did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure I'm not crazy.
All right, yeah. So my Colt, yeah, no pronouns allowed. No pronouns allowed.
That's good.
No dumbass. If you want to know what dumbass is, it's like
You're making this meeting
if
very
you
clear.
cry over nonsense and you feel bad more than 30% of the time, you can't handle the toughness that you need to be in the Colt. So you're booted. You're
What
booted.
does
You're
the
considered a
Colt-
bitch
What does
baby.
the Colt do?
What the Colt does, it walks around like noble steeds. Noble steeds walk around, and you know who would like this Colt? Last name starts with a T.
Tate.
Tate. Yeah, Tate. Yo, Tate. He'd be all about this. Maybe he would be the
Top
one on the
G.
board for sure, 100%.
Shout out Top
like
G.
we're raising dogs out here. We're making real men out here.
Okay.
And if you're a bitch, then you fly coop. Get the that's it. You're not allowed. Bury him. Done. Garbage.
Bury him.
Son, see you. Sayonara later. All right. We need people that are going to
You
represent
want to make real men.
real men. That's
good.
what it is.
Men that carry the boats.
Carry the boats and respect
We
women.
built the roads. We built the bridges.
Bet you like that, right? So your pronouns. We respect women and we're men. We eat. Not real.
You said
Two
we
out of
eat
the three
shit.
things. correct.
2 out of 30 things correct.
Close.
One
Can I-
truth, 2 lies. Lies, 2 truth.
Can I go again?
Yeah, go again.
Sure.
Go ahead. And then we should probably.
Well, because it's like where
Slide
you're
to the
gonna
left.
where you're
Just
gonna
Probably
keep
slide to the
where you're gonna keep your Colt, right?
Where's your
So-
Colt stay? Yeah, you gotta.
My thing would be, I would buy an island. What's so funny?
No, just. You know what I'm thinking? As soon as you're buying an island, I'm thinking about another Colt that started on. That's an
Oh,
island.
you're up.
I am.
No,
fucked
so
up.
I would like that's my job. I want to have an island, not to do that, but just to have my own island,
I mean, I don't
have
know.
my
Yeah,
own peace. What are you guys? What are you? For the,
Because we're
I
wondering
didn't
what
wanna-
you.
I didn't want to disrupt the flow. I'm sorry.
No.
yeah, just pipe down. How about that?
No,
Let me
it's
just
all right.
finish.
It's fine. I'll take it.
Like you ever hear when I said this? This is when we had that conversation, and I couldn't think of the word. Your utopia, your ideal world,
Very good.
which I think cults are become from, right?
Speed up the words just a little bit.
Yeah,
more.
why don't you shut up? Basically, there would be no currency. It would just be like a tribe,
Everything tribal.
like the Native Americans, like a tribe. Like you hunt for the family, you gather for the family, you fight for the family.
And
You
you
don't
tr-
fight within the family. There's no currency.
you trade.
That's
You trade designer rocks. Rocks
Yeah,
that have
I'll just name
designer
certain
rocks.
rocks. Like these have more value. Well, no, there won't be a currency. So
So, but
we'll
like
basically come up like a
like a trade system.
like Japan in the early days, like isolated.
So you're
And
gonna
then
be,
we'll have such good things going on that everyone else wants in on it, and then we'll have good trade deals, and we'll become like a first world country. Not that I even want that, but it's just gonna happen.
sounds a little commie-ish.
Ooh, wow! So I'm really just
You're
fucking
just-
hitting them on the dot, man.
Communist,
Soviet
Hitler.
Union.
It's a
German
little
Reich.
bit there.
Wow.
Now this has turned
Dude,
into a
this
real
is
psychological.
that's
I'm gonna call
hard.
you
Like
Joseph Hitler.
that's really hard. Like ask someone, see if they're an intellect. That was so lame. Ask an intellect. Can you come up with a cult that is for good? Because like that's why they always start like that, and then you know what I mean.
Yeah, I don't think there's a right answer to this question. I think mine was probably the least harmful to people.
I mean,
Uh,
I don't really want to hurt anybody, but don't get in my way. Nah, just fucking around.
Mine didn't
Like, you're-
have.
Just kidding.
mine,
Mine had no harm.
What do you like
in any way?
as a cult leader? What would you call your cult people? Your cultees?
Mm.
Your
Your
cults?
followers, no?
Your followers?
Wait. Why did you make that face?
What are you talking
Because
about?
I already know.
do
I
you
already
think
know
I
what
was
they're
thinking?
fucking thinking. I know
Don't
you
You
say
don't
it.
know what I was thinking.
Don't say it.
You guys don't know.
Inappropriate.
Oh my gosh, I want to say something so bad.
I would call them my What are you doing?
What is going on right now?
No, you psycho. That might have, did you hear that, Dan?
No, I muted it at the perfect time.
Oh, good.
What the
You
hell
didn't
are
even
you
say
talking
anything
about?
bad, but I would call them my servants.
That's like calling them your slaves,
Oh,
bro.
man.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Followers.
My people.
Yeah, my followers would just be like in a
It
basement.
would be my brothers
But
and
it's all good.
sisters.
We're in a basement right now.
My brothers and sisters. I think all good
Not so bad.
podcasts start in a basement.
All good things come from a basement.
Um,
Just like Nico's notes.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
know?
That's good.
It
Does that mean
started
I
here.
start the notes? Do you need the thing?
I
to
might
fix
need that thing. I don't know. I got so
But
excited.
All good cults end up becoming religion.
Are there any good cults though, Dan?
Christianity.
No,
Facts.
that's not a.
It
But
becomes a
religion's
religion.
not a cult though.
There's no, yeah, because a cult insinuates like bad. Insinuates someone.
Well, what's the true
seeking
definition of a
control.
cult besides a group of
Yeah,
people?
can you bring
For
us
the
a
wrong
definition?
reasons.
Because I think there's a difference because cults don't stick around like religion sticks around.
No, yeah, it's two different things.
Ah,
If it
that-
sticks around long enough. it
It's a
becomes
system
religion.
of religious veneration and devotion directed toward a particular figure or object. So,
I guess.
but it's a system of religious What is veneration? Why do they use another word? I don't know.
It's like adoration, like you
Okay.
praise and stuff like that.
A system
Yeah, an
of-
adoration chapel.
But I'm trying to really analyze whether that, like, where does religion sit, and where does a cult sit?
Time.
Really?
Yeah.
But
Like
like
starting
Jesus
off
Christ
as a-
isn't a cult leader.
And that time he would have been considered one. That's why they freaking crucified him.
Well, he was labeled as a like a revolution. What's that word?
Yeah, revolutionary.
Revolutionary.
Yeah.
But like
So
in the
that's
eyes of the
kinda-
Romans, you would call him like a cult leader.
Yeah.
They didn't
that's
just didn't
not hard.
actually refer to him as a cult leader, but I see the argument for maybe something
Can you
like
guys
that.
chat
It's like,
like
the word came after.
examples of cults that were good for humanity that exists?
Yeah, I mean, and
Hopefully,
Jesus
this doesn't give us a bunch of religions because I don't know. I don't consider religions a cult.
Yeah, no, we can't. I mean, because, well, here's the thing: like Jesus wasn't really based around religion, so he's based around faith. That kind of makes him not. Not kind of. He's not. He's what he led Christianity is not a cult, and it didn't start as a cult, so we can't exactly say that to be clear. But
So you got ground rules to be a good cult.
no, that's going.
A good cult might have no coercion or abuse, financial transparency, the freedom to leave, a mission rooted in service or peace, no isolation from family or friends, a sense of humor about themselves. Yeah, I mean those are all good things.
Could you ask if Jesus's ministry was
It's considered.
was considered or identified as a cult?
I don't like
I'd imagine-
asking chat about Jesus and stuff. I feel like chat's a liberal, you know.
You think it had? I mean,
Nick, you don't have to call things liberal all the time.
I'm just kidding.
it's not like I'm gonna believe chat even if it said yeah. It does say yeah,
No.
right?
Yeah, because it's in that context you would.
Yeah, but I feel like
Such a-
so like
that's a rough one.
analyzing it at that present time, you could call it a cult. But if it like ascends to be a religion and a faith, and it's for good, you wouldn't call it a cult anymore. It's a religion. You know what I mean?
Right. So
like
it's like you're
loosely
saying.
off the definition, yeah, you could call it a cult, right?
Would you write? Would you put in?
When does a
Yeah,
cult
see, that's what I'm
become
saying. A
religion?
cult becomes a religion the same way a garage band becomes the Rolling Stones. So, like,
Okay,
I get that.
I see.
But it's just hard to, like, sit there and call a religion a cult because there's such negative things
Connotations
around,
behind
connotations around that word.
Yeah, that's true.
But, okay.
Interessante.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What do you hear? What do you say? Welcome back to another edition of Nico's Notes. How we doing? Let me whip out my notes because I got a couple.
All right, whip him out.
But just to start off by saying this is pretty sweet. It's 6:30, not even 6:30,
Yeah, I'm just.
and
see-
we're almost
I'm
wrapping.
thinking I'm gonna go to bed after this. This is weird.
I know, right?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like- I feel like we have like another day now because we have some time
cool.
after this.
This
Yeah.
is cool.
Doing it live.
Yeah.
We're doing it live.
This
All
is
right.
real cool, man.
This is a question I've had for a while. Okay.
Yeah, give it to us.
Um,
That sounds really.
And I don't think it's f***ed up. It's just curiosity. Like, say I had a big nose, right? Hypothetical. And then I got plastic surgery to fix my nose to be like this.
Right.
This is not me saying, oh, hey guys, I had plastic surgery. Not the case. But if I was to do that, and then I have a kid, are my genetics rooted in the big nose, or is it from the present of where my nose is now that my kid can inherit one or the other?
I already have this answer for you.
Okay, tell me.
The answer is it's gonna go by the big nose
Yeah, right?
because my mom got a nose job, and then Susanna, when she was born, she had the claro nose, and it was just a
Claro
more
nose.
defined nose, slightly bigger. Had like this kind of like little rhino thing going on.
Stems from the genes.
It's it's
So
a
it's
gene thing.
genetic.
That would be interesting though.
Because
All
I'm
of a
thinking
sudden,
like maybe it's like, oh, like the chromosomes are coming from what you are right now. No, that doesn't make. I didn't think that out that well, but
Not
the
at all,
the
bud.
DNA makeup is based off of like it just made the genetic the
Yeah.
genetic alteration.
that's crazy though, because it's like the body doesn't forget.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, didn't
Like
forget your
can,
big nose.
You can get rid of this big nose, but your kids might have to as well.
You'll always be Pinocchio.
I question this though.
That's why I go back and forth on it, Dan.
Because the body can remember trauma.
Donito,
Trauma.
you coming in the mic?
The body can remember trauma, which can be physical as well as emotional.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So then if you're having surgery, I guess wouldn't be considered trauma. So your body wouldn't necessarily need to remember that. And the process of shaving it down, I guess, wouldn't be mimicable.
That's kind of like some Severance. You watch Severance, Dan?
No.
Damn. Severance is like a show where they plant a chip in their brain and they something with time. Like if you experience it, then you'll like remember it, sort of a thing. It relates to that. In some
That's interesting.
past.
So like I'm back and forth with that actually now.
I mean, naturally, I think it's funny I use the word naturally because I think what's passed on is going to be from the genetics.
Yeah, it's not going to be the new. You can't
Right.
just. It's not like you 3D print like a new nose on
Yeah.
somebody and you get it to your kids. Give it to
It's an
your
interesting
kids.
thought, though.
It is.
But
Yeah.
CRISPR's coming, so
Oh,
What's
CRISPR has been here since 2015, but even
What's
more
that?
like the 80s.
What's CRISPR?
CRISPR is a technology to
Genetic.
genetically modify your RNA in your body that communicates with the DNA to alter your overall genetic makeup,
That is
Mm.
DNA makeup.
Well, that's some like
that
end
is
of
fucking
time shit.
wicked. Yeah.
Yeah, you can get
Just
rid of
like
cancer
that
with that
bullshit.
shit. All you have to do is go,
Sorry.
Donnie. Go.
they kind of already do that with like IVF. Like you can they can test the eggs or the embryos. I don't know if it's before or after fertilization, and then they could they could take the genes out of it and find which ones would be predisposed to certain things,
Like, yeah,
deficiencies
to-
and
yeah,
syndromes.
type of
I don't.
things.
I don't
I've heard about this.
necessarily see a problem with that.
Well, they've used CRISPR as a basis for the vaccines for COVID. They already used it
Yeah,
for that at least.
Well,
It
that's
is a
fine.
gene
That's a
editing
whole other
medicine.
story. But
That's not kind of.
two more things. We can move on from genetics. I want to leave politics out of it.
Okay.
I just
cool.
want to talk about the pure technology and the pure expertise of the people operating and making these things. That B-2 aircraft, dude, that
Oh,
they just
yeah.
did that mission with,
Yeah, it's a UFO, bro.
that thing is insane.
Thing's freaking
That's
UFO.
like a thing from Top Gun.
Pull one of those up, Dan. You should
Straight
imagine
up.
seeing that in the air.
Straight up.
That's like a video game, bro. I would my pants. But how does that thing? You know how powerful it is, dude.
What's the wingspan on that?
It's like 52 meters, I think. No,
Okay.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Not meters.
Yeah.
52
What? Give
meters.
me like a football field measurement.
So 172
I guess that's feet.
feet.
Feet, yeah.
172 feet.
So that thing is capable of carrying 18 tons of nuclear bombs or conventional bombs.
It shoots out of the two tubulars right there.
We have 22 of those.
Not those, Donito.
I'm pretty sure that's
And they
what
drop
takes for the
nukes?
engines.
Yeah. we
Yeah,
have
they already
tw-
dropped.
We have 22.
Well, they didn't drop.
That's what
they
they
didn't
used.
drop a
They
nuke.
weren't nukes.
No, no, not nukes.
They
Right,
were,
right,
like,
right.
what
But
they
they
call
dropped
them?
something.
Yeah.
Bunker busters, yeah. But we have 22
But they
of those.
exploded all the nuclear.
Think about
facilities.
like we already okay. So they designed
Looks
it
like a
off of
stingray.
like a bird, yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact that you can't track these things is
It's like
insane.
off of a Falcon.
But Dan, can you look up China and Russia's counterpart to the
How can't they though? Because of what it's made out of?
Because it's like so thin and seemingly seamless. I don't know.
Yeah, that's some next.
yeah, but the people
level.
flying.
But
these
that's what I'm saying.
things?
Think about the pilots flying, like out of the whole Air Force, they picked 2 pilots. Well, no, I think it's 4 because there's 2 each, and they were taking shifts.
Yeah, they did this with great honor.
Wasn't
I'll
it
tell you
3,
that
though?
right
I thought
now.
it was 3 attacks.
No, I think it was 2 B-2s. It took a ton of other military personnel and
Oh yeah, it just
and
wasn't
planes
them.
and
Like
stuff, but it was from 2. I think they sent out 2 of them.
they didn't call this order from the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? They're
I'm
like,
pretty sure
hey,
there's only like 10 or 15 of
Yeah,
these
they-
planes.
We have
They're on the
20.
way.
We have 22 of them apparently.
Wow.
But like, what does China and Russia have?
called the Xi'an H20.
the red one.
I mean, I don't know. This is just like concepts because China's hush hush, so we don't know.
That's what I'm
exactly.
saying. That's what's scary. It's like we're kind of public with what we have, or public with what we're willing to be public with, because we definitely have something better than this.
No, yeah, hands down, bro.
Because-
Russia's.
That looks like
It's all concept too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Russia's is stupid. I'm
no,
sorry.
but so I saw this
Dumb.
video saying
Looks like a
how
whale.
there's the F-22 and then there's the F-35, the 2 jets, right? and yeah, and if you could pull them up, they're like the ones you see in like Top Gun. Like that's what they look like. So the F-35 is like this more like they both can like do that hovering thing now, like like a spaceship. But apparently the U.S. like will give out or make it available to certain countries or some about like the specs or whatever of the F-35, but the F-22 we will not give up because like the F-35 is more versatile and is an ideal fighter plane and this and that. But in terms of like a dogfight, like the F-22 is like the king of the air. Like that is the ultimate dogfight.
That's right.
Airplane, like that thing is insane.
How fast could that go?
They go crazy
Speed,
fast,
like
dude.
Oh, bitch. 1700 to 2700 or
Could
1700
you
miles
ima-
per hour.
Bro,
What's
I
the
don't know.
sound?
I've been infatuated with
How do you
this
break
stuff.
sound? Well, what's the speed for
sound
to break
barrier?
sound barrier? Yeah.
Well, that's what he was trying to do in the new Top Gun movie, right?
Yeah, that's what I was
Mach-
saying.
Mach 10.
Mach 10.
I think they go like Mach 2. I saw in a video.
762 7 so that sounds like we could do it.
It's just crazy, dude, because like
So they do. Do they break the sound barrier?
Hold on, let me look it up.
What are you gonna say?
so what the speed of sound is often expressed using the Mach number, where Mach 1 is the speed of sound. So if, yeah, they go. I'm pretty sure they go up to like Mach 2 at least. So they break the speed of sound. But like leaving the politics and all the out of it because I
Yeah.
don't want to waste any time on it.
Yeah,
It's
they
just
can break sound the barrier.
it's just amazing that like think about how many engineers and science like how did they like through however long of time of research and development and this like they've made these incredible machines that are capable of such crazy things. Like realistically humanity we shouldn't need these things, but we're always gonna be fighting each other, so we do. But just I don't know. It's
Yeah,
fucking
man.
insane. They're $2 billion.
The Philadelphia Project found
They're
out a
$2
lot
billion
of
each?
2.1 billion.
Or the bombers.
Oh, the bombers.
when
For
Nikola
the B2, yeah.
when Nikola Tesla died. They took all of his documentation. A lot of technology came out of those findings, and the ability to break the sound barrier and all these types of things. They started testing a lot of it in the Philadelphia Project. And that's where the that military boat went like just vanished for an hour.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, well, it's interesting because you think about, like, the United States, the military at least, is not stupid. We're very smart. We have a lot of technology, a lot of money, and if you think about what equipment
Oh my god.
what?
I'm just looking up like Tesla stuff and it's all of his stuff.
Oh yeah, no doubt. That's a conspiracy.
Directed
right there.
energy
It's
weapons.
not a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Actually.
Wireless power, electric magnetic field manipulation, stuff
When
that
did
we
he
all
die?
do now.
Nikola Tesla.
In the 1800s.
not 1800s, no,
Early
1943.
1943.
I was gonna say,
And
if he died in the 1800s, that's ridiculous.
after it was confiscated, it was a lot of the documents went to the Trump family.
I heard about that. Too,
I've
yeah.
seen videos talking about.
I'm not
that.
sure of how much of it's true, but everywhere I've been looking, I've been seeing that it actually is true and went to like the great grandfather or the some
That's
father
interesting.
of something like that. Yeah,
Really?
of
But
Trump.
I think it was the great grandfather.
what I
That's
was
it.
saying was that like the way China and Russia, we don't know exactly all their capabilities. One, our military officials do know, I'm pretty sure, because we have great intelligence.
Yeah.
But like the stuff that we put out is stuff we are willing to put out. You know what
I was
mean?
gonna say, yeah.
So it's like you think
we're not
about
stupid.
technologies that they have that they won't let out to the public, that they use, or stuff that they are developing that they're about to use, or like it's got to be
That's why
insane.
Chinese
Some
spies are a
crazy
big
stuff.
worry.
Some crazy stuff they
Yeah,
probably
no,
got.
it's true. That's why they wanted to get rid of TikTok for so long.
Well, yeah, I mean,
True. I mean,
I
that's
think he just extended the ban.
mental welfare.
apparently, So,
Well,
But,
you imagine
it's just crazy to me, like how much manpower and how organized you have to be, and like how much funding, like to make that B-2 bomb. What the?
how
fuck
much was
even is that
done?
thing?
Could you find out that how much is one of those B-2 bombers?
We 2.2.
It's $2 billion.
$2 billion, bro. That is insane.
And we have like 22 of them. And they were in the air for like 30 to 40 hours.
Wow.
At one time?
That was the mission. They went
Came back, yeah.
Seamlessly. Weren't shot at. They didn't even know they were there. And I'm not talking about any of the politics of the countries involved because I don't want to get into it. But just if you just analyze the mission, it's insane.
The mission
The fact
alone,
that
yeah.
there was no leaks, like only a certain few people like knew this was gonna happen. No leaks, nothing.
Yeah, it was pretty
Boom.
locked down.
That's
Just
it.
took care of it.
And imagine being like, who were those top two guys? Who were those top three or four pilots? Bro?
It was.
You gotta be like the best pilots in the world.
It was the.
Think about that.
It was the two that won. That was it.
That
It
one.
was two first place and second place. That's
Like,
it.
Yeah.
Like, think about that. Dude.
They won the
Bro,
race
they're
or some
literally
shit.
the best pilots in the
Honestly, the Air Force is probably the coolest. I mean, they're all cool and all. Not cool is a bad word to call it. It's just like
Nah,
to
they're
me.
cool, man.
But they're cool.
They're cool
dude.
as shit.
Like they're honestly our biggest asset,
Yeah.
and the Navy is right there with it, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Because like I don't think the world's past the point where troops on the ground is the first act. You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
technology is too far. Like
It's in the air
well, we
and in
can
the
just
water.
go in and just boop.
Something like that. But here's my
And
thing.
you can't track these things. How the
Yeah.
Well,
That's the part
Let's
that's-
be fair. Iran's tracking equipment couldn't track these things.
Right,
I don't know
probably
if
something like
I'm
Russia
sure
or-
other, in terms of like Russia and China, they probably can track them.
Okay, but here's my thing. Ready? So, China doesn't show what they have, right? So it's like we don't know what they have, but we're showing what we have, figuratively speaking, right?
Some of it.
So we show what we have, and we just did what we did, which huge flex. We show you what we have, and we did
Yeah.
what we know that they could
Like,
do. Put
the
them in
whole world's
practice,
Like what
straight
the
up.
fuck?
And then you think of like, well, if we're showing this, you know that we're not stupid enough to show you everything that we have. So now we're making you wonder, well, if they did that,
Yeah,
and they
what
have
are
that,
they-
Well, that's why it's
what
kinda,
else do they got?
It's
Yeah,
kind of
what else
like
do
a
they got?
one up on Russia and China because like, we play the same game as you. Like we're smart and sneaky when we have to be. So like, if we're willing to show you we have this, what else do you think we have?
Do you think? Yeah,
You know, and you're just like, well, we won't show you what we have. Well, it's like, well, you either way, buddy.
yeah. The truth is, we have
Yeah.
we have dragons living in the water that
Yeah.
water that we just we'll just turn them into we'll just turn them on. Don't
Yeah, we just
Just
wake
turn
up
them
into
into
beast. It's
gators.
just
we will eat your continent. Fuck with these-
the thing I think about a lot is like, because I've watched a lot of podcasts about like team guys like Green Berets and shit. Like these guys are training day and night. Like they get bored, bro. Like
oh yeah, they're getting old. Yeah,
and
fuck
guys
yeah.
that are in like the teams, like they're waiting to go.
They
bro.
want to get out.
Oh
there.
yeah,
They-
they're screaming for
They
this.
want it. There's something
Heck yeah.
messed up about them, or just that's just who they are, or God bless them either way.
They've been waiting to get the bad guys.
You know, like don't give us an excuse to let out the hounds because they don't around.
yeah. All right, you're dipping into. Be careful. You're
No,
running a
yeah,
fine
sorry.
line.
I just get excited about
I
these
know.
things,
Listen,
dude.
I'm zipped up
What
all
do
like you
Dan?
are.
I think I showed a clip on this like a while ago about direct energy weapons, basically laser beams.
No, yeah, like forest fires, wildfires.
Just
man.
that right there, boom, annihilated. That's like a laser that they use to freaking zap the plane.
It's kind of scary. It's kind of like why are we even?
Dude's on an Xbox controller.
That's the crazy thing. You look, if
the
you could use it with the Xbox controller, it's the most familiar device to use to control these things.
But like, it's scary.
so cool.
It's scary that like, it's a continuous race to have better equipment and more stronger weapons. You know what I mean?
Bottom, the top frontier of all of this. Wow, boom, crash. The top frontier of all this is sound frequency manipulation. Literally change the emotions of a person just by a sound wave. Make them hate themselves.
That's some deep research, but
Yeah. All right. Well, what else you got?
I have one more thought that's just like, I think you guys will agree. You guys
fleeting.
will agree with me. When you do like the self checkout, Target doesn't have this, which I appreciate. them
Self
for,
checkout.
but,
Yeah,
like,
for all the
Stop
time,
and Shop.
anywhere.
I went to Walgreens.
Everywhere.
At their
CVS.
Is it
self-checkout.
like if you don't lift or put the thing
Put,
down.
please put the item on the bagging area. Why don't you do it? I don't want to put it there. I want to hold it. And you can't scan the next thing until you put it in the bagging area.
No, but
why?
You know what's crazy? You
Why?
can't even put the stuff in your bags.
No, you just have to put it there.
We've had this issue several times.
No, because
We're not
we
stupid.
do it all the time. We
At
put it
Stop
in the
and Shop.
bags.
Yeah.
The Stop Shop one's bonkers.
You put it in the bags, and it still says, "Wait, a team member is on the way."
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'll
What
give
are
you
we
a team
doing?
member. Get out of here.
I get it. It's because they want to track the amount of things you're scanning to the items being put there. But like, bro, come on.
But
now.
Nico,
You gotta come
then
up
you
with a
go
better
ahead and you
system.
put a toothbrush on it, and being that
Yeah.
it weighs a quarter of a freaking pound or some,
It's not getting that.
it's not. Then what?
Then I
have
put
to
laundry
put my knee
detergent
on it.
there, and the alarm goes off like I'm stealing or something.
No, because then it's gonna not compute.
I don't know. It's
If you
just-
scan a watermelon, you put your big knee on there.
I don't.
That's
I
it.
just
That's
I don't.
it.
It's so annoying.
Nobody heard me.
No.
Nobody heard me say, but it's okay. Keep going.
Did you say anything that bad? Or?
No,
I realized
just-
it.
my mic was far away.
Realize it last
Oh,
minute.
I bought
Yeah.
freaking. I had to get super glue for my job, and I bought like 2 packs of the liquid IVs because it's got to stay hydrated, and they're amazing.
Those are good tasting too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you like those ones? Firecracker, like the
Right in the
popsicle.
firecracker, right in the mouth.
And it's like, you know what I mean? No.
No.
But it's like, I scan it. I'm holding it. Let me scan the next thing. Like, I'm not using a bag. I don't need the bagging area. Don't make me put it there.
No.
It's so
You
stupid.
got to get on the phone with somebody.
It's like
figure it
it's just
out.
my other thing. It's like the people that are in charge of these things. They're not qualified. You're not qualified.
Qualified.
We
people.
we should be doing these things. The world will run so much more smooth.
You want to run a Stop and Shop in a Walgreens?
No,
at a fucking
like when it comes
Walmart?
to designing these things that change the construct of society. Yes.
All right, let's figure it out then.
Yeah. And we'll
All right.
we'll run with
You're
it.
watching. Call us. We're ready. Yeah, that's my
1-800.
spiel. Nice,
All right.
well-rounded, banging off the walls, crazy.
Yeah.
Inside the mind of Nico's notes. Thank you for joining.
Bam.
Hey,
Boom,
that
boom,
was
boom,
good.
boom, boom.
Got into a little airplane fighter jet talk.
I don't know. I think it's the coolest.
Yeah,
A little,
for sure.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Good stuff,
thing.
Nico.
Could you imagine the?
Yeah. The velocity of. The,
Yeah. I'm gonna fly a plane before I die.
I want to fly a jet.
But you won't skydive
No. Why would I want to skydive?
Stay in the
because you
plane.
gotta bail the plane.
No. I want to fly the plane. I don't want to hop out of it. I want to land it. I'm good.
So this thing, how they jump,
Listen,
bro.
you do
they
that.
jump
I'm in
from,
that
like,
plane.
You'll jump out or you'll fly with me?
No, I'll fly with you.
All right.
I need to see you land a plane. That's some crazy. My brother landed a plane. What did your brother do?
Dude, I can do it right now. Get me in there.
No, well, actually,
Imagine Chris just hops in a
the
plane.
simulators
fucking
are
lands the
pretty
first time.
accurate.
I'm
apparently.
convinced,
Like,
like,
a lot of people learn from.
I'm
that and
convinced
then
if
go.
it's like an apocalypse and like we're near an airport and like we gotta
You've
get in
watched
the
that
air.
movie way too many times, Chris.
No, I'm flying that plane, dude.
Yeah, just like
Used to
you'll
watch
beat up a lion.
2012 all the time.
That's a great movie. That's where I'm
With
getting
the
it from.
big
What the
Russian
fuck?
guy, and they're flying.
Yeah, but he's flying.
They're flying the cargo plane.
Yeah, like no, not that. Like that, I'm not gonna be able to fly.
leveled up.
Dude, I saw
Well,
this.
actually, I'll get
I
us
saw
in the
this
air.
video saying
Might be able- I-
showing
Coming
like,
down might be tough.
how like paratroopers will jump because like
I landed in the water.
when you a lot of times when troops are getting boots are going on ground, you know they jump.
Yeah,
from
they're
the
jumping
plane or
out.
the helicopter. So like paratroopers will jump and it's like you see them coming, but like teams like Green Berets, Delta Force, Navy SEALs, like 6-8 guys, badasses. They got their equipment, just whatever you got on your person. You're going into this country, you got to go up. You got your
Yeah.
commands of what you got to do, and they
Oh,
jump
yeah.
from like so much higher,
Oh yeah, much higher.
and,
Just lying down on a
and
rope.
their
though.
parachute goes up like right away, and they'll cruise like for miles in the air.
For miles in
Like-
the air, cruising down on the
Yeah,
mountain.
like they'll like go where they gotta go. Obviously,
Like
everything
Fortnite.
is different. Every scenario is different, but it's just I don't know. I'm very infatuated with that stuff right now. But what else, guys? What else?
Very infatuated.
Yeah.
I gotta use the facilities.
All right,
so
yeah. We'll
I think
wrap this up with the
maybe
last.
We wrap a little shap adapt.
Sure.
And you want to talk to him and give him a little something?
Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys enjoy the things that we talk about here on the How We Doing podcast. All right. Listen, here to remind you about the good things. Hold the freaking door. Do the right thing. All right. Don't be a shemanite. Walk around with a smile on. Yeah, you got going on. So does everybody else. Okay. So enjoy the damn day. Life is a gift. Remember, if you have trouble understanding how much life is a gift. You have like, I don't know, 14th millionth of a chance of even being a person, a human being, out of a sperm cell. All right? And go watch to see how a freaking sperm, one sperm out of like a trillion of them, make it, and only one makes it. You, for some reason, you goofy, silly, beautiful, dumb bastard, you made it out here. So that means you've been chosen. You're awesome. All right, and run with that. And listen, the power of showing up every week, all right, does something. It makes a difference. It changes the character that you are and the brain that you have. So go ahead, have a lovely day. And it's hot outside. Use some sunscreen. Just kidding. Don't do that. Just
Drink
stay
lots of
hydrated.
water.
No, wear your
Hydrated.
sunscreen.
Don't
tell
wear
them not to
sunscreen.
wear sunscreen.
You don't need it.
You're gonna get
You don't
freaking.
know.
You're
You're
gonna
not gonna
get
get-
burnt, and then
You
you're
don't
gonna
need to
not
look.
be able to go out
I
in the
got
sun
nice
anymore.
color. I'm
You're not gonna
Look at
get
it.
canceled.
Two idiots. No wear sunscreen.
You
Never.
shut up.
Never.
Unbelievable.
I don't wear
Never.
sunscreen
Oil.
and I dare.
Give me
Yeah, you're gonna get
fucking
fucking. God forbid. You're gonna get God forbid.
You're gonna get God forbid. That's a good way to put it.
So, thanks for listening and watching and whatnot, and we'll be back
out.
next
I'm
week
out.
on the How We Doing podcast. Dan, play the music. I don't know if you do that anymore. See you later.